The galaxy whispered her name with reverence and fear. Zyrella, the strongest warrior alive. Her body was a symphony of muscle and alien elegance, her movements swift, precise, lethal. She had defeated fleets, toppled tyrants, and shattered planets that dared oppose her. Legend spoke of her as unstoppable, untouchable, a force of nature that even the most seasoned warlords avoided. Yet, she had never faced a human. On the mining colony of Valera 9, Zyrella had come with one purpose: retrieve a stolen energy core, a device powerful enough to destabilize an entire star system. Reports suggested it had fallen into human hands, and she intended to get it back, by force if necessary. Her warship descended through the amber clouds of the planet's atmosphere, its engines carving a trail of fire through the sky. Captain Jaren Holt had never considered himself a hero. A former pilot turned salvage operator, he barely survived day to day, scavenging remnants from failed mining operations. When he discovered the energy core, he had no idea who or what he had crossed paths with. The first encounter was chaos. Zyrella stormed the colony's central hub, her massive frame crushing the reinforced gates with ease. Alarms blared as security forces tried and failed to stop her. Humans ran screaming, machines overloaded, and the ground itself trembled under her feet. And then she saw him, a lone human standing amid the debris, holding a plasma rifle with trembling hands. "Step aside, human," she commanded, her voice a low, resonant growl that vibrated the air. I don't want trouble," Jaren stammered. "Then step aside," Zyrella repeated, advancing. He did not. Instinct, desperation, and perhaps something deeper than courage rooted him in place. Zyrella charged, her fists swinging with the force of a small meteor strike. He dodged instinctively, rolling across the rubble and managing a shot from the plasma rifle. The bolt glanced off her armored shoulder, barely scratching her, but enough to make her pause, just for a moment. That pause was all he needed. Jaren dropped the rifle and raised his hands, not in surrender, but in a gesture she did not understand. His eyes held no fear, only determination. Then he spoke, his voice calm, steady. "Zyrella, you don't have to do this. There's a better way." A laugh, low and mocking, escaped her. "You speak of mercy to the strongest being alive? Pathetic human." Yet, something in his unwavering gaze made her stop. He was unarmed now, yet he radiated a confidence she had not expected from her kind. She circled him, analyzing, testing, as if the smallest movement might betray his weakness. Minutes stretched into a tense silence. Then Jaren moved, not with violence but with strategy. He began to talk, not threats, not pleas, but stories. Stories of his colony, the humans who lived there, the children who depended on him. He spoke of sacrifice, loyalty, and the courage that bound his people together. Zyrella, used to power, to destruction, felt something strange, a pull in her chest she did not understand. Humans were fragile,
weak,
disposable, and yet this one he did not fight her with weapons or numbers. He fought her with something far more dangerous, his heart. "You are strong," he said quietly. "Stronger than anything I've ever seen. But strength without purpose is hollow. You could destroy worlds or protect them." His words, simple as they were, struck deeper than any blade. Memories she had long buried flickered through her mind. The planets she had destroyed, the innocent she had overlooked, the emptiness in victories that had meant nothing. For the first time, she questioned the path she had taken, the relentless pursuit of power above all else. Jaren took a step closer. "You don't have to fight alone. You don't have to be feared. You can be more than just strength, Zyrella. You can be human." The concept was alien, in every sense. Zyrella's knees trembled, though she fought to hide it. Her pride screamed that she was invincible, untouchable. But the truth was undeniable. She had never felt seen, never felt understood, never been challenged like this. In an instant, the fight within her ended. She dropped to her knees, not in submission to him as a foe, but as a gesture of trust. A human had made her kneel, not by force, but by showing her the power of empathy, of courage, of something she had never known. Jaren reached out his hand. "Stand with me. Let's protect the galaxy together." Her gaze met his, and for the first time, Zyrella felt something stronger than fear, stronger than pride. Connection. Slowly, she rose, towering over him, yet not as a conqueror, rather as an ally. She nodded, and together, they turned to face the remnants of the colony, ready to defend it from those who would exploit it. The humans had expected nothing from her. They expected death, destruction, fear. But what they received was far more dangerous: an ally, a protector, and perhaps a friend. For days, Zyrella worked alongside the colony, learning their ways, observing their struggles. She marveled at the humans' resilience, their ingenuity, and their indomitable spirit. Where her kind ruled with fear, humans thrived on hope and unity. And though she could crush a mountain with a single blow, it was Jaren's courage, not her strength, that impressed her most. When the forces that had stolen the energy core returned, she did not hesitate. But this time, she fought with purpose. She fought to protect, not to dominate. And when the final adversary fell, she turned to Jaren, her massive frame softening in a gesture no warrior of her kind would have dared. "You made me see differently," she admitted, her voice carrying a mixture of awe and gratitude. Jaren smiled. "Sometimes it takes someone smaller than you to show you what really matters." From that day forward, Zyrella was no longer just the strongest alien alive. She was something more: a protector, a guardian, and perhaps a student of humanity. And humans, who had always been considered weak in the galaxy's eyes, had proven something undeniable. Strength was not measured by power alone, but by heart, courage, and the ability to inspire even the mightiest warrior to kneel, not in fear, but in respect. The galaxy would never forget that day. Not for the battle, not for the destruction, but for the moment when a human, small and fragile by comparison, taught the strongest being alive a lesson no weapon ever could. And as Zyrella walked beside Jaren, her shadow towering over him but her hand resting in his, the galaxy seemed a little less dangerous, a little brighter, and full of possibilities even the strongest warrior could not have imagined.